Hey, what's happening? Brian Willett here. Today I'm in Sarasota, Florida, doing some sales calls, and I was reflecting on a text message my good friend sent me this week, and he texted me. He said, 20 years, man, 20 years. And it took me a minute to think about what he meant. And what he meant was, it's 20 years ago I graduated from high school. So yes, in 1997, we are now 20 years past. Fast forward 20 years, and honestly, it didn't even cross my mind. And so this week, I'll be honest with you, I was reflecting about what have I done over those last 20 years? And, who have I done it with? And, really what I wanted to do is give some advice for those people that are listening that have a chance to listen to this video, and I encourage you to share it with others that have the opportunity to listen to this video. I want to give some advice, all right? And so here we are, fast forward 20 years ago, I graduated from high school, and I think what I was thinking about 20 years ago today was, where's the next party? I wasn't thinking about how am I going to make some money. I wasn't thinking about skills. I wasn't thinking about personal development. I wasn't thinking about training. I wasn't thinking about any of those things. I wasn't thinking about investing. None of that stuff crossed my mind. I was thinking about, when is the next party? Which party are we going to go to? Graduation party. And as I look back 20 years ago, I know one thing's for sure: the people that I was doing it with then, I'm still friends with, but I don't spend any time whatsoever with any of those people. And they're all good people. We just don't now live by each other, and we just grew apart. And that's just the reality of it. And so here's some advice that I have. So in 2037, you 2017 high school graduates and maybe college graduates, fast forward 20 years, okay, 2037, what are you gonna be thinking about? And here's what I'm thinking about. I'll share it with you. And here's some advice I have for you. And very simply is, number one is figure out what you want to do quickly, okay? Figure it out, all right? Say, whatever it is, I want to figure it out quickly, because the sooner you can start doing it, the better you can become at it, and the quicker you can make money doing it, all right? So number one, figure it out. And it may be difficult right now. The second thing is you need to design your life, don't just live it, all right? And what I mean by that is, you need to figure out what it is 20 years from now, okay, in 2037, what do you want to be doing? And where do you want to be doing it at? And who do you want to be doing it with? I know that's hard to do, all right? I couldn't even fathom that 20 years ago. But I'm telling you, it's some of the best advice I have for you. Figure that out. The people that can think 20 years ahead, the people that can think, the further along you can think ahead, the more that you think about the future, okay, the more successful you're going to be, all right? And so if you're thinking about this weekend or the next party like I was 20 years ago, you're not thinking far enough ahead, right? And so the ability to think 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year, 15, 20 years out, okay, the more successful you're going to be. So if you're able to think 20 years from today, what do you want to be doing? Okay, what I'm doing 20 years later, and what I was thinking about in 1997 is nowhere near close. But I didn't design my life either. I didn't start designing my life until about 10 years ago. Now I'll live the life I want to live, and I'm going to continue to design my life. So design your life. Figure out what it is you want to accomplish in life. Write those goals down, and then set up a game plan to get those things, all right? Another thing I wanted to share with you, all right, something to think about is, the chances are the people that you're with right now are not going to be the people you're going to be with 20 years from now. Again, I just shared with you that those people are not with me, okay? The people that I was hanging with during graduation, that year, senior year, all the parties, those people are not around anymore. And they're good people, they're just not around. And so my advice is, get around people that are going where you want to go. People that have been where you hope to get one day. I wish I would have done that at 18, all right? I wish I would have done that at 19. Gosh, I wish I would have done it at 25, all right? I'm not saying you totally disassociate. I'm just saying, be careful who you spend your time with. You want to make sure those people are adding value to your life. The fourth thing is, All right, and I'm not going to get into telling you to go to college. I did get a technical degree and then ultimately a bachelor's and a master's degree. But what really I want to tell you is go out and skill up and learn up. It may be formal education, getting a degree, but go out and get some skills. And some of those key skills are selling, leadership, communication, those types of things. Those are going to be critical to your success. So, think about who you're spending time with, and then go out and invest money, all right? Go to seminars, go to classes, whatever it takes to skill up and learn up. That's the biggest advice I have for you. And then lastly, just remember, things are gonna be tough, all right? Looking back 20 years ago, I mean, it's inevitable. It's a 100% chance we're all gonna pass away. But as I look 20 years ago, at that time, my dad was still alive. My older brother was still alive. My papa was still alive. My grandmother, my grandpa, and I hope I'm not missing anybody, but all those people were alive 20 years ago, and they're not today. And, I say that just to say, spend some time with those people that you care most about and build upon those relationships, and with technology today, that's easier than ever, okay? 20 years ago, we didn't have text messaging. Maybe we had cell phones, I don't even remember. We sure in the heck didn't have Facebook. We sure didn't have video cameras like I'm shooting this on right now. So, we're just, as I look back those 20 years, I wish I would have, took the time and spent more time and tell those people that I love them a lot more, because they're not here today. So, the other lesson there is, look, times are going to be hard. You got to push yourself through it. When my brother died, it was 2 years after high school, and I was in school at the time, about to graduate, and it would have been really easy for me to just shut down and use that as an excuse to not finish school. But instead I use it as a reason to finish school, because that's what he wanted me to do. And so anyway, so as we look back again 20 years from now in 2037, gosh, it's going to be here before you know it. That's the biggest advice I have for you, is look, it's going to happen. Hopefully you see 20 more years, and I'm sure you will, but it's going to happen. So make sure you make the best out of it. And I've done okay, and a lot of us have done okay, but my biggest regret is I know I could have done more if I would have pushed myself and would have got out of the gate a little bit quicker. And so that's my advice for you too, is get out of the gate quick here. You have an opportunity. The world is beneath your feet. You can do whatever you want. Just go out and do it and make it happen. All right, that's my advice for you. If you found some value in today's video, please share it with others. That's my advice for the 2017 graduating class. Believe me, 20 years flies by quick. It did for me. Make it a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.